So Fiscal, ano po ba yung difference ng annulment and divorce? Can you, kasi alam na natin ngayong legal secret. How about annulment po?
Yung annulment is a remedy to dissolve your marriage based on Article 45 of the Family Code. So let us read Article 45 of the Family Code. May grounds before your marriage can be annulled. Now, ang annulment is ang ibig sabihin niyan, Sir Andy, is yung marriage mo is considered valid until it is annulled. So kahit may defect yung marriage mo, for as long as you are still married and for as long as the court has not yet declared your marriage as annulled, valid pa rin yan for all intents and purposes. It will only become invalid after the marriage has been annulled. So ano ba yung grounds para ma-annul yung marriage mo? Yung first ground is lack of parental consent. Kasi sa batas natin sa Family Code, if you marry between the ages of 18 and 21, kahit na of legal age ka na, you must still seek parental consent from your parents or from your guardian, as the case may be. If you were not able to obtain consent, voidable ang marriage mo. Valid siya until annulled. Yun ang meaning dun. Now, if after reaching the age of 21, the 18-year-old still freely cohabited with the other, the marriage is ratified. No, the defect in the marriage is cured. Once the party who is between 18 to 21, after reaching the age of 21, he continues to cohabit with the other spouse, the defect is cured. Now, the second ground for annulment of marriage is when the party to the marriage is of unsound mind, meaning to say, baliw, no?
Psychological problem.
Yung isa sa mga, kung baliw yung isa sa mga spouses, if either party is of unsound mind, ground din yan for annulment, unless such party who is of unsound mind, after coming to reason, pag hindi na siya baliw, and then that party freely cohabited with the other, makukure na rin yung defect sa marriage, yung pagka-unsound mind niya. The third ground is if the consent of either party was obtained by fraud, unless such party afterwards, with full knowledge of the facts consisting the fraud, freely cohabited with the other as husband and wife. So, the marriage was obtained by fraud, no? The consent of the spouse was obtained by fraud, pero after acquiring full knowledge of the facts constituting the fraud, he or she still freely cohabited with the other, the defect will be cured. Pero he has no option, no? If he realizes na he was na-scam pala siya, no? He or she can file an annulment. But kung para sa kanya, even after knowing na in-scam siya ng spouse niya, that defect will be cured also. Fourth ground, that the consent of either party was obtained by force, intimidation, or undue influence, unless the same having disappeared or ceased, such party thereafter freely cohabited with the other as husband and wife. So, the same pattern gihapon, Sir Nico, no? Merong force, intimidation, and then after the force has disappeared, if he or she decides to freely cohabit with the other, the defect will be cured. Yung fifth ground for annulment is impotency. Okay? That either party was physically incapable of consummating the marriage, and such incapacity continues or appears to be incurable. May sira yung baril. 'Di ba? Iba naman yung may baril pero walang bala. Ito, may baril ka pero sira yung baril mo. Yan ang impotency by analogy, Sir Nico. Yung last ground for annulment is when the either party is afflicted with a sexually transmissible disease which is serious and incurable or appears to be incurable, like affliction of HIV can be a ground for annulment. But take note, Sir Andy, ang annulment, para kapayagan ng korte on these grounds, dapat itong mga defects na ito nag-exist prior to or at the time of the marriage. Now, in the case of this pro-divorce law, even if these defects existed after the marriage, pwede pa rin siyang maging ground for divorce, Sir Nico. Yan ang difference ng annulment at saka divorce. Because sa divorce, hindi kailangan na mag-exist siya, yung defects na sinabi ko kanina, hindi siya kailangan mag-exist prior to or at the time of the marriage. If it existed during the marriage, that is still a ground for divorce, but not so with annulment. Same din with psychological incapacity under Article 36. Kailangan mag-exist siya prior to the marriage, even if the psychological incapacity existed or manifested after the marriage, but there must be proof that the psychological incapacity existed prior to or at the time of the marriage para payagan kang man-nullify yung marriage mo under Article 36, but not so with divorce. Kasi sa divorce, even if it did not exist prior to or during the marriage and it existed only after the marriage, papayagan ka pa rin ng korte na mag-divorce. Yan ang kaibahan ng divorce at saka annulment or declaration of nullity.